I'm here again with another testimony. This happened some years ago while I was a missionary. A lady had come for prayers. She needed freedom from some spiritual stuff. She was into witchcraft and other spiritual bondages, and she wanted freedom. But she equally told me of something else, her eyes. When she was a young girl, her half-sister threw a sharpened stick right into the eye. So when you see the eye from afar, even from afar, the first thing you notice about her before anything else about her face is the eye, because completely white and of course completely blind. She mentioned that how embarrassed she was, how ashamed she was, and how it was hindering her in relationship, with getting married and stuff. In my mind, I'm like, I'm not Benny Hinn. I know God can heal you of that, but I'm sorry, I'm not Apostle Paul and I'm not Benny Hinn. I didn't tell her that, but in my mind, and I wasn't expecting anything in that area. So I began to pray for her. Just like as always, the power of God would just come just with a song, and before I even prayed, before I opened my mouth to pray, we were singing a simple hymn, "All to Jesus I Surrender," and the power of God hit her, and she was down on the floor, and I commanded the evil spirit to leave. And then after praying for her, when I was done, I helped her up. And as she looked at me, I noticed that both eyes were the same. That the black, what do you call that? The black part, was back on it. Both eyes were the same as opposed to what it was before the prayers. I didn't pray about the eye. I didn't mention it. I didn't think about it. I didn't have faith for it. Well, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I've had a 3 days crusade in another, somewhere else. I came back very hungry. When she came, I had not eaten, I had not refreshed myself. And I was hungry and I was feeling a bit dizzy. So in my mind, I'm seeing stars, hunger is making me to see what is not there. So she left. After she left, 30 minutes after she left, there was a banging on my door. And I was hearing someone's voice, so excited. I opened the door. She grabbed me and she was screaming. People gathered, neighbors gathered. And she said, "Look at my eye, evangelist." They used to call me evangelist. "Evangelist, look at my eye, evangelist." She was telling the people. It was then I realized that God healed her. She was telling the people how powerful I am and corrected her right there. I said, "Excuse me, madam, this is not about me." I had to confess the truth. I said, "I did not pray for the eye. Remember, I didn't pray for your eye. And as a matter of fact, I did not have faith for that. God just did it for you. God healed. God restored the eye and restored her eyesight." I wanted to remember the first testimony I shared when I told you about when my whole finger was cut off, just a tiny flesh still hanging, holding it back. How God healed it when I placed my hand on the television, when late Rehabonki prayed for me. There's nothing impossible with God. And I want to end by telling you this. You see something? The Bible says that Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever, right? He has not changed, right? He's the same, right? If Jesus healed in the past, in the Bible days, and if he cannot heal now, then he is not God. Simple. He's just like any other person, just a historical figure. Finished. Simple. Full stop. But if he is the same yesterday, today, and forever, whatever he did then, he should do it now. And this is someone living proof. These are things, I'm not talking about things that I read about. I'm talking about things that I personally witnessed. And so the month of July is dedicated. I'm going to be sharing testimonies that I have personally seen. Get ready, because yours is coming. God bless you. Bye. See you again another day. Woohoo!